You know, as a healer, there is a common theme that I see all the time when I'm working with someone and there is unfinished business that needs to be taken care of. There's tough conversations that need to be had in order to facilitate healing and closure. And a lot of times we get hung up on the outcome of a conversation or the outcome of a situation as if we honestly have control, and we don't. And what I try to get my clients to understand is that closure is not necessarily having control over the situation. Closure comes from being able to just speak your truth, stand in your truth, and acknowledge your hurt, your pain, acknowledge your perception, whether the other person does or not. A lot of times when we have conversations, we're attached to the outcome, meaning in our minds, we come away saying, look, if I have this conversation, they have to understand what I'm saying. They have to accept it. And then they have to, give me the feelings that I've been missing, or give me the acceptance that they never gave me. And 9 times out of 10, that never happens. And a lot of us move away from conversations feeling very, very defeated and never really having closure. When you have a conversation, for me personally, this is how I kind of adapt to it and how I approach it. When I have a conversation with someone who may have hurt me or may have wronged me, where I feel like closure, or, we just have to have a real fierce conversation, it is necessary for us to move on. I approach the conversation like this. At the end of the day, it's not my job to make you accept anything, because I can't. I can only control the fact that I speak my truth and that I acknowledge my pain in the situation, or my frustration, or my feelings in the situation. So a disagreement, an argument is not about being right or wrong, forcing the person to reason on your perception, forcing the person to accept your version of events. What it simply is just stating your feelings and your intentions and your perception, and speaking your truth, vocalizing your feelings and leaving it at that. What is up to how that person takes it is up to them. And I always kind of close out a conversation with, I'm giving you, with this, I say, I'm giving you my feelings, and I'm going to leave them in your hands. What you do with them, whether you take them seriously or not, or if you just blow them off, will show me exactly where we're at. So either way, I'm going to make a decision to move forward or to move away. And you just leave it simply as that. It's not your job or responsibility. Too many people take on the responsibility to try to change another person's mind. That is too heavy of a burden to carry. And again, it takes damn near an act of divine intervention to do so. So why place that burden on yourself when all you simply have to state is your feelings and honor them? Whether the other person does or not, you honor them. And that is how you find closure. Closure is not hearing and having what you want at the end of a conversation. It's being able to accept whatever the outcome is. Whether it's something that is positively charged or negatively charged, you're able to accept it and move on. Move forward or move on. So I think a lot of people get hung up with trying, like I said, to control the outcome. Let go of the outcome. Let go of the need to control. Because you can't control the situation. If you could control the situation, 9 times out of 10, you wouldn't have been there in the first place. But because you're there, now it's your responsibility to honor your feelings and your emotions in that moment. And just speak your truth. Simply put.